That's just not... Hold on. Why? How did that happen? I actually have no clue how that happened. I hope people can hear me. Hello, let me check that everything is working as it should. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Tony!
Okay, it's working. It is working. Hello. I am very tired. I did not sleep much last night. Hold on, I'm gonna yawn. That was a big one. That was a big old yawn. Hi, Zero. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for lurking today. We ran a poll in my Discord server. If anyone watching wants in, let me just, if anyone wants in, this is actually pretty heavily requested by you all. Wait, I think maybe my mic didn't have any, yeah, because I already have a gain. I already have a built-in. Okay. Watch me messing with the audio stuff and then just completely forgetting. Wow. That is really, really great job. Really great. So incredible. Is that not even set right? I don't think my mic is acting as it is. Okay. Okay, it's the proper setting. So at least that looks correct. Okay. Please let me know if you have a hard time hearing me ever. And I'll adjust the audio, but we are gonna play. We're playing City Skylines 2. This has been heavily requested by you all, is to play some like city manager games. And to be fair, I really enjoy them. So there's that. And then I ran a poll as to what we should do in this game, and obviously an airport won, I think unanimously. So we're gonna build a massive little airport. It's a pretty big one on this map. I took a look at a lot more than just these, and I've been working on like my own map for if I wanted to do a like desert city kind of thing. But we're gonna play on this map. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that. It's a map by Ancient Swan, I believe, and we're mainly playing on it because it has this big flat center of the map. In the meantime, let me, because I will have the radio thing like muted, so I'm gonna actually put up my break playlist on repeat. There we go. We're just gonna have that going on in the background. Yes, we have this big island in the middle, and actually, let me get my cursor. Capture cursor. There we go. Yep. City name, Tile Terra. Yeah, Tile Terra International Airport. European theme, that's fine. Game mode normal. Yep. Disable tutorials. All right. Let's get started. I believe I turned off the in-game radio. Maybe I didn't. I think there's still some... Yeah, menu music volume off. All right. Oh, wait, there's still... Apparently, let me pause this subtle. Oh, it's just wind that you can barely hear. Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, we have this big island. First thing we're gonna do. Luckily, it is already flat. Um, First thing we're gonna do is, um, that's not the bulldozer tool. I'm gonna get rid of these roads here for now. Get rid of those because those are going underground. And get rid of that as well. Okay. Let me show you. Is there a mod list that I have? Yeah, these are some of the mods that I'm using over here. Right everywhere is going to be really fun. I'm going to actually show you one thing I prepared that I won't be able to use. The map name is it's by Ancient Swan. It is maps and save games. Let me type it out. It is a that is what the map is called. It is a fictional location, but we are gonna build our airport out on this sort of huge island here. Thought that would be a lot of fun. I took quite a good long look at what maps to use, and this one actually sort of found last minute. It's like, oh, this is perfect. This is a big island, flat, completely flat terrain. And I'm just excited to get to do something in cities because I've watched a lot of cities YouTube for a long time. I am. Oh, you play. Nice, Heretic. I've been watching cities YouTube for a very, very long time. Obviously, pretty early days. I mean, if any of you remember Fresh Popcorn back in the day, he made some great stuff. $2.20, obviously, Strict Toaster. Obviously, watched the FBS Airport series, which is heavily inspiring this. Infrastructurist. I watched an Infrastructurist before it was cool. That is my one thing I can claim. To have been ahead of the trend on. But yeah, we're gonna start off. Let me find runway. Thank you to Star Q for making all of these. To making it actually possible to do runways in the game as an actual thing. This is a tiny runway, wouldn't actually happen in real life, but I'm gonna place this because I need to test something before I go out and start placing all my runways and stuff, which is going here. You have these invisible airplane taxiways that you can see. And I want to see how far apart from the runway it is. It is... Okay, I think exactly 100 meters. I think exactly, yeah. Yeah, this... Yep, 100 meters from the runway. And you do have, like, I think a mandatory curve. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't bug planes to go down that. But anyways, we are gonna... Where's the underground mode? Is that it? Sub elements, moving objects, remove net lanes. let's see, remove the runway. Okay, so I think we have to be very careful. I think that just is staying there now. So yeah, you have road markers. Yeah, okay. I do not think we can delete that. So we got to be very, very careful when replacing our runways. Cool. Good to know. Let's create this again. I have an idea for the layout. I have an idea for 2 runways that I want to do. And then you all, I want to hear your ideas for the 3rd. Sorry, no, for the 4th. I have 3 that I know that I want to place. So hold on. Better bulldozer is failing me. Okay. Remove surfaces. Remove markers. How did I mess this up, if anything? What are the main... Oh. There we go. There we go. Don't know what I was doing. There we go. All right. So our first runway is going to go along this edge here. Let me check that this is all flat. Okay. So long as we would that... Oh, wait, I can turn on the topography. There we go. This may be boring for some people, but I hope that at least some of you find it fun. We are gonna... I had to get my calculator out for this because this is the longest runway. This is gonna be handling our A380s and the like. So you got. Okay, I'm doing my calculator. I'll tell you. I have 30 times 24. Those are for the lighting system. Double that for both sides of the runway. 1440 plus. Let's oh yeah, I think I was gonna go 3400, but I forget. But these runway lengths are we don't have exact numbers, I don't think. Okay, 3,408. So I am looking for, or I could go 3392. Let's see. Let's just say we're going with that. Okay, and that's 4848. Is that okay? Actually, perfect. One of the cool things about this map for our runways is that our prevailing winds here actually sort of differ. It sort of comes out from the ocean and it goes both this way and this way. So we're gonna have our planes taking off and landing from here and from here as well. So, all right, let's start with. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do. that. Okay. And we have that as a 90 degree. We know we start from here. All right. Now we are going exactly. Oh, I did not account for. I did not account for these over here, so that's fun. Or maybe I did. Okay, I'll go over. Let's go here. Oop. Okay, we're gonna want to move like 3 over. Just to make sure we're clear. Or maybe we don't go 90. Maybe we just do... Okay, you're just here. So you're here and we're just like problem solving together. Do 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 do. There. Here we go. Is there a 48 we can go to? 2552. Okay, and let's subtract now. Now for numbers, we subtract that minus 2552. Wait. Yeah, 48. Minus 2552 was 2296. Let me just make sure that's correct. Very much. Yep. 2552 is correct. So I'm very much a math kind of guy. 2296. All right. Okay, 2224. Okay, you know what? We're gonna, you know what we can just do is we can fill in, we could also put some land over here as well. I think it would be easiest to just fill this. So that is what we're gonna do. Also, you could have some lights on top of the water. You see that in some airports. So, but yeah, for now we are just gonna second that's 11. Yeah, everywhere. All right. Oh. We maybe did a little too much. We maybe did a little bit too much. That is okay. So we had 4898. Sorry, no, 4848 was. Sorry, I hate this is. Yeah, you're seeing my internal. Plus 3408. Okay, 4848, and then you have up to 136 more meters. Is there another one that ends in 8? Yeah, we can. Yeah, let's add another 80. We'll go for this 3.488 80. All right, right here. Okay. Yep, that is 4848 plus 80. So we have our first thing set. So that is going to be our little like taxiway. And it was like and it was 100 between them. Let's go, because you need a little bit of room for the actual net lane. So let's go. Like 125, something like that. Like, okay. Yeah, 128. Let's. Okay, we'll have our. Oh, we didn't really need to do that to fill that in because he had this stretch. That's okay though. That's okay. Because actually, we do kind of need to do that because we have the taxiway. So. $128. Do 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 do. Then it is. It was 30 times. It was. Okay, it was 720. You needed 720 for the actual instrument system. There we go. Yeah, I got the instrument system for 720. And then I believe the runways were 60. They take up that amount. Okay, 80 meters. So yeah, 48. Okay, and it would be placed right at this corner. Is what we would do. Or we should sort of make a full road, but yeah. And now we connect these. This is a, yep, 3488 meters, exactly. Perfect. Do 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 do. Okay, and before we place it, let's save. All right. Oh, it's one tile short, so we will go on this side, I think. All right, and now let's see where those invisible taxiways are. Air, taxiway. Hard to see, but topography, yeah, we got it. Okay, perfect. All right. So this is gonna be runway. Well, let's look. This is why we have the compass mod. Oh, it said right toward a bridge. Yeah, I will divert that bridge. There we go. Oh, perfect. Right on heading 60. So this is runway 6 plus 18 is 24. Runway 06 in this direction, and runway 24 in that direction, which 24 because of the winds is what they'll be using to take off.
All right, so
there we go. That is our first of the runways, and this is our biggest one. That is gonna be used for like an A380 and that kind of traffic. So let's save it. Yeah. Oh, it already has 2. Okay. Although actually, well, I say actually, now I'm realizing, you know, I might actually want to push that back into the water, because then you're having those overlaying with the runways here. Do 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 do. Let me actually get something up. You can't see this. I believe okay, it's like I was looking, because I have like Google Earth open for like night lights and stuff, but I think it just gives a shadow over. It kind of sucks. I want a nighttime view so you can see if there are lights that go over. Yeah, okay. There are lights that go over other... Yeah, that go over other runways. Okay. That was the main thing I wanted to confirm. Yeah, but this... Anyways, this is our This is our first of the runways. We will have another one here, and well, two more actually. We'll have one going here, and one going there. So let's get our good old calculator back out. We need 1440 on those sides. This is like 4,300. No, 4,280. 4,280. You subtract 4,280 and you get 2,840. That is a reasonable runway length. I think that we could also do the shorter. Let me show you what I'm talking about, actually. Let me show you what I'm measuring for, because you have the it's called the approach lighting systems. So this let me show you image. Desktop. These. Okay, so these are approach lighting systems. This is what I'm leaving space for, so that when these guide planes to land. This big one that I'm doing here, is for the ALSF2. That basically allows planes to land on this very big runway in most any conditions, which is very helpful, because if you can't see, then you can't really land if you don't have these sorts of lights. So what I might do instead, because we have shorter approaches over here, I will do probably one of the SSALR or... Okay, let me search SSALR diagram. And why is this stuff here? This isn't Ace Attorney. Okay, so that is... Okay, that one is 1,400 feet. Is the MALSF. Is the one that you see on the top right. And then there are you can do SSALRs that have more dots if you want. It looks like that looks like it also goes that long. Yeah, we're gonna go for the 1,400 meter with the MALSF. So 1,400 feet. Excuse me. It was. Yeah, because I was using it's 30 for each 100 feet, so this time, okay, so 30 times 14 times 2 is 840. Okay, so it's only 420 on each side. Nice. So now that we have that knowledge. If 4280 minus that, and you have 3440, which is about which is basically almost as long as this. So you have two places for if for whatever reason, like the wind yeah, if you just can't get it there, you still have a place for the big plane to land. So, yeah, we'll do that. So, I believe it was 4280. Ooh, that might be... Oh, shoot. I didn't think about the blast pad. I did not think about the blast pads. We will extend that. How long is a blast pad? We will search airport in here. All right. That is about 120 meters on its own. Okay. Now that we know that, why is that there? Let's load this. That's fine. And then I'm just seeing if we do like if we want to have multiple of them. Yeah, not really. Okay. Okay, we're gonna add 120 here. Sorry, something appeared on my other screen. Okay. Here we go. All right. Runway. $3.488. It's gonna be the one. And it's gonna go here. There we go. Go, something like that. We'll get that exact later on. But there we go. Now, let's actually move and separate that just to make that very clear. That, yeah. There we go. So there is our first of the runways. And our next two are gonna go over here. The other big one was just slightly smaller. Yeah, it's 3440. Let's see the exact measurement. A little over. We can do 3.424. I mean, that's still... Yeah, actually, we can... Yeah, we can... You know what? We'll leave space to add some more dots for the other one. But yeah, we'll just do 3.408. And we'll have that... Yeah, we'll have it look like this. And we'll have it point like that. Yeah, and that should be fine. Topography. This is 4224. Huh. So not 80. 4224, 3384. Okay, let's do, 16, because that will be, 4216 will be exactly the length of that runway. Is the 3376. Let me check the wind direction. I don't think it matters, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. 4216. Then 420 on either side. There we go. That is exactly 420 meters. Oh wait, we should probably do the whole... Oh wait, no, we don't... No, because we're not going to use the taxiway on this side. Unless we do like a big like expansion into here. Yeah, we won't do a taxiway on this side. We'll probably we might have a taxiway in the middle, crazily enough. Dun, dun, dun. Let me actually check if that's allowed. Are planes allowed to taxi in the middle of runways? I saw one. I think I was looking at Dallas. I was looking at Dallas, and I saw that there were taxiways in the middle of the airport. in that map. So I would assume the answer is yes if they, yeah, because they have taxiways there that span the length of those runways. Let me show you the official. Let me get. I'm gonna show you this as well. There you go. Okay, that is a PDF. Can I save it as a PNG? No, not really. Okay. Let's just see if we can do it on desktop. Let's see if I can import this as an image file. If it'll let me know it, it won't. It will not. Okay, then just believe me that there are taxiways in the middle of 2 runways. So you'll just have to trust me on that, okay? I want to see that you can trust me. Yeah, that is gonna be. This is gonna be the edge. Fortunately, this is right where. Yeah, existing geometry. There we go. So that. Okay. All right. So right there. And 420. Funny the number. Now we have the 3376. There we go. And we put that right on over here. So those are the two very big runways. Yeah, people will probably want to taxi. There'll definitely be a taxiway that crosses here and comes over here so that people can take off from here. Also, ideally one that doesn't take off here. We can have a runway that doesn't have a visual like lighting system on this side. And just have it be for, yeah. You'll see. I think the minimums. Yeah. Now here's a neat thing. We have the minimum separation distance, which is, I believe, 360. We can snap to the existing cell. That lines up right with the highway. Okay. So this is going to be the center line. Do 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 do. We're gonna want 96 meters. 96 divided by 2. Somebody help me. That's 48. I've got that. Okay, so 48. 48. Oh, and that has to be big enough for ships. Interesting. Okay, so we're probably going to have to curl this around here. Curl that highway here. We're going to have a really interesting... Probably around here, actually, where you either continue down, maybe switch over to that road. Yeah, I think we're going to have some crazy airport entrance things going on, like, over here. And our terminals will be, like, here. Yeah, probably just all the way down like this is probably what our terminal is going to look like. Probably cargo over here. Maybe, yeah, like, this could be, like, the general aviation. This might be if they decide to, like, expand at another terminal over there. If this is too crowded, we could also move the runway, yeah, build into there. That might actually be a good idea. So, let me see. Yeah, before I forget, let me save. This is the center line. We can also just flatten that out, have the highway sort of go over here. I think that's looking like our best option, is has like the highway go like this, curving it like that, filling in the gaps. Yeah, actually, I think we fill it in and make a runway. Yeah, make a runway here. Although this is a long one. This is another long one. That's 3.488. Yeah, we can just make this a short one. That's 420 on that side. What would this minus, like, well, we need space for a taxiway here. Yeah, actually. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough, because usually it's around, like, 2,700 are, like, the small runways. So, or the smaller ones at, like, those big airports. So what I think we do is we load... Oh boy, we're gonna have to do those measurements again, which is fun. I hope you like this. I hope you are actually, like, enjoying this series so far. I do hope so. Okay, let's do, okay, you know, we're gonna load, no, we're gonna load this. Okay, so you have this. Or do we load? Yeah, we have internet. We have the 3. No, yeah. We are gonna. If you can't land here, you're gonna want to have Yeah, you'll have those bigger. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna do it over here, I think. So. Oh, wait, no, we had to. Didn't we have to delete and remeasure because of the blast pads, or did we just... Because this was... Yeah, okay. We're gonna work with what we got. Okay, we're gonna work... We're gonna shut up. Shut up. We're gonna work with the one that we saved, because that's more fun. And I don't want to actually have to start from the beginning. Yeah, so we will have planes. Actually, no. Okay. Do 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 do. As you can, yeah, I'm not a perfectionist. What are you talking about? As you can so clearly see, do 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 do. 720. You add 120 to that is 840. And that will extend. Now, actually, you know what? Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. No, yeah, the lights at that point are actually... No, we load this because the lights at that point are actually fine because they can go all the way back, I think. Yeah, this is why they aren't fine, because this. Do 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 do. They have the light system going all the way here to like 200. And you go 840. There you go. Do 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 do. 488. Let me just check the distance here. The lights are gonna probably go like here. Do 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 do. Do do. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're fine. That will work out just fine. 96. $840. There we go. Do 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 do. 96. 840. There you go. So you got that. You got that runway. So yeah, those. Yeah, so you got that lighting system, which is very big. And then, yeah, very big on both sides. You got, yeah, you got to have a lot of room for that. And then I think we map it out like, let's say, do 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 do. Yeah, because I have seen these go over runways, so that's fine. I'm just thinking that, yeah, just trying to think for, yeah, just for here, because we want, yeah, we have like 840 over here. Because now we have 840, 840 times 2 is 1680, I believe. 840 times 2, yes. The 1680. At 4280 minus. Okay, that is 20. Yeah, that is 2600. Definitely don't have room for that on both sides. For this 16, okay, because that is like 5 kilometers, something like, yeah, 5.1. We do not have room for that on this, so yeah, what I think, yeah, we do is we do the smaller ones that are 420 plus the blast pads, which are 120. 420 plus 120 equals 540 times 2 is 1080. And you have like 4352, something like that. 4352 minus is 3245. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do, yeah, we will do that. That is what we will, yeah, that is what we will do. Do 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 do. Oh well, I was starting way over there. Oopsies. No, it's more like here where we want to start. Got 4272. 30, yeah, 3192. Yeah, that is a bit more realistic. 3, 1. Okay, 8, 4. You just take 8 off of that, right? So, yep. Okay, 4264 is what we're looking for now. Go here. Go over here. There we go. 4264. And then you have the runway here. Yeah, if you're starting up there, yeah, still 96. We need 540. Ooh, you know what? Okay, this could actually be good. We can have a tiny little like holding zone. That'd be fun. So that it doesn't. So that. Oh wait, no, that's just for the taxiway. That'll intersect. Never mind then. Yep, 3184. Yeah, 540. There we go, 540. There we go, 96. Go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. 96. Let me actually see how much room do we have. We got like another 48 meters. I'm wondering because I'm thinking about adding a small little like holding point. Hold on, what was the LAX? Because I know, like, the LAX, the one that the A380s take off there. Pressure, is it only, okay. It was, oh, wow, there's a 3939 at LAX. So yeah, 3318. Okay, so it is like 3300. Cool. So then I think what we do is, yeah, 3300. What was the, yeah, that was 3488. That is well suited for that. Yeah, you know what we can do? We can go, yeah, 64. So yeah, that adds 64. And we can go up to like 48. Yeah, okay. $32. Plus 48 is 96. Yeah, so either 32 or... Okay, so either 32 or 48 here. Yeah, let's go with the full 48. Right? And we recalculate this time. There you go, 540. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, forgot to delete that segment. Silly me. There we go. 540. And now we do that, and we go to the 3296. Ah. There we go. That's looking better, don't you think? Yeah, because that can take that taxiway over here can take you right to, yeah, right to this runway. Here we go. And now we can do the thing. Yeah, turn anarchy on. That one. Go. All right. Yeah, so there'll be a taxiway that comes over here, and you line up for this. And then you have probably this one here. Yeah, it'll be a small one. it'll be a small little zone here. Let me save, because I'm going to feel pretty terrible if I forget. These are your big runways. We'll get rid of all the trees eventually. And I'm gonna, okay, then the next one is gonna be a smaller one. That's gonna go here. That one needs 360 separation. Right. Alright, before we search runway, let's do... If I search plane, will that bring up the props for it? Or do I have to search a specific type? Okay, let's do a... I know I have an A350 prop. Yeah, the A380 is going to be bigger. Let's give it, like, 2 of you. And I want it to be clear of these markings as well. Do 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 do. You can see why I need like a whole map, because like for actually like realistically sized airport. No, 216 is not long enough. $232, yeah, okay. That'll be good. We'll go 48. 48. Yeah, that's gonna cross the lighting again. It's gonna be a bit close to that taxiway, so do 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 boot doot do 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 do. Yeah, we can have it start from the same point. Yeah, we can build a little outpost here. That could be cool. Do 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 do. Now here's the question. Now maybe the question is, do we want to have a second runway here doing the same thing? Like, let's say we want let's say we give it 360 difference. 360 meters was what I measured the difference was at Dallas, and that had a taxiway in between. So if we want to say, like, something like, yeah, we could do 2 runways going this way, perhaps. And then just the one down there. Ooh, listen to that guitar solo go. Yeah, so say if we say because we have yeah, because 180 is the halfway point between that, right? Because that's 360. Let's go exactly 180. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, this could be, yeah, that could be better. We could have a parallel runway here, doing that sort of thing. And then we could also have the shorter runway. We could also have the shorter thing over there. Because that is out of your little view there. Okay, so that's 360, right? Yep. Yeah, because what if we do... Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let me pull up Google Earth again. Actually, no. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have another runway going here. Another, this is gonna be our shorter one. We're gonna have, yeah, the 540, something like that. $540, 48. Something like that. Ding, 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 do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, so you can't see it, but I'm measuring different distances between runways. So ooh, okay. So LAX has 240. I also noticed 240 at San Francisco. So I think what we do, okay, and then we have this, which is 220. Yeah, okay. I think we do a 240 distance, which means the distance to the taxiway there is actually 120. So I think we can actually run with the whole we won't have a taxiway between these two. We will go $20. This is 240. There we go. We need 48 to get so many numbers. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, and there are taxiways over there that are 100 meters apart. So we'll do that. Because I want to have a taxiway here for planes that go... Here, let me measure out. Now that's 64. I worry about the tips of the plane touching. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, because if you have the center line, if you're 120, you have this over here, you have this over here. Yeah, I just worry since A380s exist and we don't have the prop in the game. Okay, if we have an A350, let me check. We have a 737 as well. I think that's smaller. Yeah, that's smaller. So maybe 120 works. A380 wingspan. This is so boring. I'm so sorry. Approximately 79.8 meters. So 80. So we probably need a 160 then. Do 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 do. So Dallas is actually probably right. So 180. Things well, when you land, you come off of here. You probably taxi land here, you probably come taxi this way. Do 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 do. Right? Yeah, because I'm just thinking, like, this is our other, like, A380 ramp. So our A380 exits. We have, yeah, because we have planes waiting here. Yeah, we have planes waiting here for takeoff. You have the A380 exit here. Yeah, you might have planes waiting here for takeoff as well. So... Yeah, this is tough because I've never tried to, like, think about, like, organizing taxiways before. It's a little crazy. So... yeah, so they come off here, they go here. Yeah, so they're landing, if you come down here, then you land. Wait, no, what am I thinking? Because if you're landing this way, planes aren't going to wait here for takeoff. They're waiting back over there. So if you're landing here, you come, so if it's going out like this, it's going out like that. Yeah. So you just come over here and you go that. So that's actually fine. So that is literally actually fine. So what we're gonna do is we have because they had 40 meters. Yeah, 48. So that's probably. Let's say this is where the lights start. Let's just say... yeah, I'm just thinking if there's like a plane in the way. If there's a plane in the way, it's here. And another one, because A380 is 2... it's like a jumbo jet, so you got 2 of them like this. You're coming in from far. Let's cut. I think one before. Yeah, this will. We go out to 40. So that is the start of it, and then it's actually just 500. Or actually, wait, no, you have this. You have your runway. Do, 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 do. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm doing some real deep thinking about routes and shit. Okay, so you have this, and that will take you 500. $500. Okay. It's 48. That's 48. So that is the potential first starting spot of that second runway. Potentially. Seasoning water time. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What if we do the same? Like, what if we do 540? Yeah, because if we go like this... Yeah, because 540 is right about, yeah, where our highway will take us. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Literally just like the same, if at all possible. So... turn this on. We make sure that it's at 90, right? And let me just check just to make sure. You got there. 3544 is what that is. Wait, no, it's 3046. That makes more sense. All right, so that I might want to make that a little shorter, so we'll just probably shorten it up on. So I want that to be like our 2700 length for those smaller planes coming in. So yeah, what I think we do that. Yeah. Do 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 do. I'm just thinking, like, maybe we give it an extra 100 here, just to make sure that, hey, like, they're clear, you know, they're clearing that just fine. Yeah, we have those. We have those. We have the big lights here. Big lights here. And then we have that small. We have the smaller light pattern. Do 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 do. Yeah, let's add. I like the idea of adding another 100, like 96. That'll work. And we. We go 540. There we go. That line up exactly? No. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. We can line up the. Well, like, we can line up the lights with this. That's fun. That's fun. We'll do that. Do. And 5, 4, 0. Yeah, I know there are roads under there. Don't worry. But that's 240. I believe the best way to do this was 360 minus, yeah, 120. Wait. Oh, that's only, I only went to 312. Silly me. Yeah, let's not worry about that. We just go 240. Do 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 do. Right? Yep, that's 240. And 540. There we go. 48. 48. And this is 2416. Okay, so we're gonna want more space on that side. I'm gonna want like a 2700 something. Do 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 do. What's the quote? What's 540 divided by 2 is 270. So if we do 2 for however much it was plus 270, see if that's a thing. 2416 plus 26 8 26.8 is it 2686? We might want longer. Yeah, we'll want longer. 26.8 because we need something in the 70s. We'll do 2.7. 2.768 maybe? We'll do like... Yeah, we'll do that. When 816. Yeah, because that you can just take 400 off and call it even. .768 looks like 2.752. What's LAX's again? Because I had that up. Is 2.721. Yeah, let's do... I like the look of this. 2.736. It also ends in 6, so that helps. So I believe that is plus 320. 2416. Yes, because that would be 2736. Yeah, plus 320. Go. 320. 96. Do 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 do. Do do do. Oh, and yet those aren't exactly aligned. Okay. Glad I checked. So we have 736 as an option. Now we just need to go 2,000 meters. One thousands. 2000s. There we go. All right, so. Yeah, let's go the other direction so that we can... We're gonna put the runway. Yeah, I think here. Eh. There we go. That was 4. Yeah, now we're at 5. Okay. There we go. So now we have a long runway, a short runway, and and another long runway. There we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So now the question is, yeah, now we get our taxiways set up. So this is runway 6 left, 6 right. That other side, 24 left, 24 right. And this right here is... there we go. Okay, 1836. Perfect. So, I'm actually gonna put the runway numbers to the side for now. This runway 18. I know there's a tree removal brush. I know. Don't you worry. There we go. This is gonna be runway 36. Runway 06. Okay, there we go. Runway 6 right. Runway 06 left. Do 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 do. This is 2 4 left, and this is 2 4 Right. All right, let me just clear up some of those roads real quick. Get rid of that. Oh, okay. We got a terrain error there. I think we'll just have the blast pad cover that up. Go 540. Do do do. Do 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 do. There we go. Dum 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 dum. Let's go 180. Here's our taxiway. That's 132. I'm just checking. Yep, okay. That is symmetrical. Toto. Da 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 da. Da 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 do 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 do. Do I have a 747? I do not. Yeah, because that's broken. All right. I think this is a good start. This is a very good start. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-do. do 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 do. Yeah, and then we can have our big old like terminal complex right here. Yeah. Now the thing is just to imagine where planes are going when they're all when they're loading up. Yeah, because let's go back to, I'm gonna go back to because I know that there are planes that go around the back of okay, so it's around like 200, it's around like 200 to 300 meters clear. You just want to be yeah, so we should be totally fine to run a thing here. Do 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 do. Actually, let me go into our net lanes, see where those are. That's probably the best way to figure that out. Okay. Okay, yeah, so literally right up against the whole thing. Okay. So the center is 6 after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like right there is where the center is. Let me go. Okay. 1, 2. I think this is right. No. Let's try that and see. Yeah, okay, that's right. So the center is around like okay, around 88. Around 88, something like that. So now, yeah, this is the better thing is probably just to run that there and see where that is, the center is compared to that. Okay, yeah, so it is like in the middle of that. So it's like it's around here. It's more on this side of. Okay, so it's more like here, something like. Yeah, okay. 88 is close enough. Okay, yeah. Close enough is good enough for us. Yeah, because okay, so yeah, okay, well, you just go straight. So we got rain here. That's cool. Yep, 88, close enough. '88. '88. I think what we will do is we'll probably have the taxiway sort of like come swing out over here. Something like, let's go for like a continuous curve. Keep the houses on the taxiway. That would be fun. That sounds fun. Sounds like a good old time. Let's say, yeah, these are just guidelines for now. Is that really not gonna show up? Okay, something like that. Let me go to, can I say whether you, custom precipitation 0%? Custom clouds 0, actually no, let's keep those, nah, it's hard for me to see, so. Yeah, houses, hold on. You got, so I have to plot the growables, right? House. Here, city firehouse. Yeah, just on the runway. Very fun. But yes. All right. Do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. '88. All right. So I'm just checking because we have our wind. Things are gonna go towards the southeast is where planes are gonna land. So they're gonna land here, here, and here. When they land here, they're gonna come off of there and probably down. We'll probably have another taxiway off of here. 88. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Here. I think it looks like yeah, 136 is what like it looks like the other runway could be. Let me see if we have A350. Yes. Yeah, I searched A380 wingspan before, right? Yeah, 79.8 meters. So I think this will be fine. Yeah, because really it'll just be that. So really I only need like 120. I think, you know what, I think I'll give him, yeah, because he got the whole 40. $48, 96, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll do 128 for our taxi separation. Even though it looks a little like if I look on Google Earth, it seems a little. Yeah, because you have a taxiway there. Yeah, because those are only like, well, those are only like 60 meters apart. Yeah, the actual like. Clear. He got that. This measuring with that. Yeah, this and that. This and this and this and this and that. Yeah, 48.96. Maybe we just go 112. I think 112. Yeah, 112 makes sense. And hey, we can always delete. If it doesn't make sense, we can delete it. So 112. Whoa, is that a thunderstorm somewhere? That, or was that just a plane passing overhead? Oh boy, that scared me a little, honestly. Okay. Okay, we go 112. Do 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 do. All right. So, yeah, it makes enough sense. So we have the wind. You're taking off to the southeast. You're landing here. You go here. You land here. You come off. Well, no. No, you're going this way. You're landing here. You come off this way. Yeah, these are all going this way. Right, and this one, yeah, because the reason why we have two different things here is if we're taking off, you have your runway that you have that it goes here. You have this private one going there, so that people can get, so that people can, you know, hold and wait. And then you'll probably have a taxiway going here, like. Yeah, we can cut off, like... Yeah, because this has to split off at some point. I think we do it something like... Something like... That. And that. Yeah, because you got your planes waiting here. In case you got, like, a lot of planes waiting for takeoff. You got, like, planes waiting. Here. You have planes waiting here. And then these ones can come through. So these ones come through. And I don't fucking know. My head is spinning. Yeah, but oh yeah, we definitely need to build. Yeah, we'll build this. So that people aren't. So that we have two separate lines to go over here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. just thinking what angle to have it come at. That would be good. Also, if you're going from this way over here, yeah, maybe we just literally do that and we get like a 90-degree angle somehow. But it's like the closest we can get. Here, we come out here. Let's go like 2 more down. And maybe like this. 1 more up. They say I'm a perfectionist. Frankly, I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, and then this will sort of come up. And we'll have the separate runway exits soon. But yeah, this is the okay, cool. And I think we have the general framework that I want to build off of. Okay, this part of the terminal. Yeah, okay, so when we arrive, we land here. We go here. Yep. Yeah, this we take this, yeah. But anyways, I think this is a good foundation. This is a good foundation to build off of. Now the question is for a 4th runway. Because I know I want to have 4. The question that I have in mind for you all is with the wind. It's going this way. I'm thinking maybe do we build another one down here? Or do we build like a crosswind? A longer crosswind runway in case like weather shifts. You want like rare wind shifts and like all of these are crosswind. You have one that you can at least take off in like just as a little safety measure, I guess. That makes sense. So either like down here or up here. Do 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 do. Excuse me. Woo. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Sorry about that, everyone. Do-do-do. Do-do. Okay, so people are getting on this taxiway to go here. People are getting on this taxiway to go there. Yeah, when they land, they're coming in. Do do do. Do 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 do. Okay, hold on. Yeah, let's actually get some. Yeah, let's actually start clearing our trees. Um. Hold on. Yeah, we are erasing the trees. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, I missed alders in here, dang it. Oak trees be gone. Bruce, get out of here. And oak. Fine. There we go. And we can just, there are 3 of them here, can literally just... All right. So most of those trees are gone. Now we have a better view of like what we actually have to work with here. Let me take a sip. You know what? right here. This would be a really good place to have a fire station. Right here. Very close to all 3 runways. Let's see. Gonna bring up Google Earth again. Yeah, so there are like 2 or 3 paths or whatever to the base. So that's not like unusual or anything. Which is good because I was a little bit worried about that. Ding 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 ding. Do 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 do. Bow. Do 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 do. Here, how about we go like here? We do another one like that. Do 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 do. Yeah, again, the second one is mainly for. So here we will do something like. I'll just like remind myself by doing something like that. And I can always like reconnect it up later. Just to remind myself that hey, like it's gonna like we're not gonna be using this too much. Like this section isn't gonna be used much. Okay. Let's start making some terminals, I guess. Very briefly, some very brief plans. You have a gate. How big is it? Ooh, actually. Yeah, these are really close. So we might want to plan them to be a bit further. Do 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 did I not measure this one correctly? Oh, okay. I just saw a break here and thought, oh, that's a line. Okay. We're good. We're good. So actually, this will really help. You got the one-way alley. Let us replace. Because this will tell me exactly what things are gonna do. So. And then, oh yeah, dirt ones. Let's replace this with dirt, that with dirt, so that we know what the actual bars are. When I say the bars, I mean the lights. Right, and now we have our one-way alleys. Fine. One way over there. Do 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 do. At some point, I'm gonna like split this off, I guess, and we can have like this be like a terminal taxiway, I guess. Yeah, we can have like terminal gates like literally up here. Yeah, we'll have terminal gates up here. Do 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 do. Dun dun. Do 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 do. I'll have that. We'll have that like that. Plane. Number 9. Oh, apparently we skipped 7. That's funny. Do 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 do. Okay, and that just disappears. Okay, good to know. And then can we move it? No. But there's one there. Okay. Do 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 do. I'm gonna take a quick break. We'll return soon. I think I'm not gonna be on here for too much longer, but yeah, just because my brain is fried from all of this, but we'll be right back. Hello, welcome back. I had an idea and then I forgot it. But I think we'll be doing is I think right here, I think this sort of area here is where we have like our big like A380 gates. And then, yeah. So I'm glad that we have all the light stuff marked out in dirt. We have the taxiways in gray so far. We have the one way. It's coming there. Do 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 do. I think, yeah, taxiway, we can sort of ignore this one. Anyways, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Remember, the wind is coming from there. You have planes coming off here. You have more planes coming off here. So this is gonna be bit of a traffic jam coming over here. So do 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 do. What I think is that do 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 do. Yeah, it's hard to know without gates. So let's put down a gate. Oh, we're in trees. Where was the... Yeah, stand large. A350. There we go. Yeah, so that's probably right for about... Excuse me. Do-do-do-do. Oh, whoa, what's happening there? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I think we definitely have like a circular area over here. And then, yeah. Excuse me. So. Do. Yeah, you got 1, 2. Yeah, okay, yeah. You usually just have 2 layers of taxiway. 1 for the inside and 1 for the outside. So, what I think we do here is because yeah, people want to take off from this side. But yeah, because you're taking off, you're landing there. Yeah, we have planes. Yeah. That. Do. Okay, on this side though, you're gonna have planes that go. You have planes that are going here. Yeah, these ones are all this one is definitely gonna yeah. Cause these guys over here, these guys need room to get out of their stalls or whatever. So we're gonna yeah, and that goes here. Take off. Yeah, these can carry on if they're exiting and they're going to this terminal, they can just carry on. Coming off of here, yeah, they go there. Yeah. We love coughing and going like that. Woo, yay. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's just a demarcation line. Yes, it's 2. Sorry that I'm doing so much work while you're not, that you can't see, and doing so much like Google searching and to Google Earth and everything. Yeah, it's 2. It is 2. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, so we have our 2. Do 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 do. Right. Go there. I'm not sure if that piece of taxiway is almost like ever going to be used. Like that one there. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Here, let's type in passenger. It says passenger airplane stop. Original jet prop, airliner prop. Oh, wait, do I need... You know what? I forgot I need to put down something. I need to put down the actual... let's put it here for now. The actual whole plane air transport block. There we go. I think we need that. Okay, so let's take a look at our props here. We have our regional prop. We have we have 737. And we have an A350. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is... Excuse me. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do. Do, do. Do, do. Yeah, okay, here's what I'm thinking about what happens if planes have to, like, take off from here, here, and here, because that's a lot more complicated. So you had to have the planes... Some planes are lining up here. I think you got about this amount of space to line up. Something like that. Okay, you go here. Yeah, and then you're split enough to... Yeah, and then you'd go like that. Okay, cool. That actually makes more sense. I'm actually gonna go with the tailwind here, I think. Just because, or at least just for now, because this is actually making more sense to me. So you have all the aircraft here for waiting to go here. You have let's just do that for now. I don't know. Yeah, who go here. You have, let's just say two-way for now. You have the one-way going here, I think. Something like that. Do 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 do. Okay, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, you're taking off here, you're landing here. You're either coming into these gates here, or you are not, in which case you go here. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, we're gonna. We got like one plane who can wait there. You got another plane who can wait there. Taxiway time is so fun. It's not boring at all. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure it makes more sense after all. Somebody help me. Somebody help. Ah. Maybe something like that. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think I'm not getting any further today. I'm just not. But we made progress. Yeah, I just need to rest my head. I'm so sorry. This wasn't very entertaining. I just think I need a lot of focus when I do these kinds of things. But we are gonna go find somebody to raid. I'm definitely gonna raid and run though, because so tired after just completely breaking my brain. I'm still trying to work at it, and I just need a little bit of a break. So we are gonna go to somebody. we're gonna go to... Let's see. Let's say hello to Frenchie. Let's say hello to Frenchie. It's been a while. They're with somebody I don't. They're playing Power Wash Simulator with a friend. So let's go say hello to them. Thank you all so much for coming. Feel free to jump on in the raid on Twitch if you want. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you. When are days anymore? When are days? I'll see you Sunday for Great Ace Attorney. See you then. Bye.